do not believe everything you see on social media and on YouTube, especially from our African brothers and sisters who have come into the country. They make it look so easy on your screen, and they push people to want to come over, and when they come over, the expectations are dashed. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Mina Wodi. So today I bring this video to you. I want to highlight some of the things that people do and show on social media and make people that are back home to want to get up, sell everything they have and move over to abroad, US, UK, Canada, wherever you might think. But they don't tell you the underlying struggles, the hidden struggles that they face when they come, and they won't give you the history or the story behind their success. So I find a lot of people talk about a lot of things, and they flaunt a lot of things online. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to flaunt those things that you have, you've worked hard for them, but I think we need to let people know that there is a backstory to every achievement that you have, and I would like to use myself and my family as an example to say that when we are coming into this country was not really planned. My husband, of course, came for his master's, and after 1 month or so of being in the UK, he just could not cope. He said to me, "You need to come over with our children. I need you with the children around." And I was pregnant at the time with our last child, and I said I will have to, have the baby first before I come over, because I can't deal with a young baby and 3 underage children that were under 10 years old. So I did all of that. I didn't sell my business. I gave away my business. I literally gave away my business because I didn't sell it. I gave it away, and we sold a few of the things that we had, the cars and the items in the house, but the house we didn't sell. So people do that. People do all of that. And when you move, except you moved when you were maybe in your 20s, early 20s, or you came for a program and you ended up staying and you met your spouse here, their story is different from those who have lived established lives back home and then they come over here. They come from, it's a story of, whether we want to believe it or not, from grace to grass. That's how I see it, because most of the people that have come that are maybe in their late 30s and 40s, they are established back home. Some of them have their house, they are landlords, they are car owners, they are business executives and, MDs and all of that. And when you come over to this country, you're starting all over again. From being a landlord or a house owner, you become a tenant. From being a car owner who does not use public transport, you start using public transport. In fact, using public transport initially will be like a luxury to you. You will trek. You will trek no matter how far the distance is, because you're trying to save money, especially if you've not started working, And a lot of people are promised a lot of things. Let's take the case of the COS issue that we had. A lot of people were promised jobs. They paid for this and they came in and there was no job for them. I know of a few people who have COS in this country, and they don't. The company that they have the COS with does not even have a job for them. So you can imagine the turmoil I think if we want to portray things out there for people to see, let's tell them the real facts, the truth. I and my husband, we were like from grace to grass, sort of story. And over the years, God has, gradually taken us up to a level that I can say that we are comfortable with. We are okay at the level which we are, So we started from the scratch. We started from the scratch, from house owner. I said from house owner, you become a tenant here in this land. From a car owner, you become, you start trekking and hopping on the bus. And your children that were not using public transport to school, you come over here, they start trekking to school or hopping on the bus to go to school. All of the luxuries that you were living a life of luxury back home, and you come back here, you come over to this place, you're starting from the scratch. People don't highlight those grace to grass and grass to grace story back here in the UK. It's a beautiful place to be. It's a beautiful place, a land filled with opportunities if you're ready to work. Some people were managers and business executives and business owners. They have to start from the scratch. For instance, I was a business owner. I was into the confectionery business. I was into school dinner business. I was catering for school dinners for 3 private schools in the state where I was residing in. From that, I had to come and be answering to somebody. It takes a lot of humility, a lot of humility to calm down. So this UK and even abroad, it humbles people. You find a lot of people coming in back home, they would never consider doing the job of a cleaner, but here they are fighting to even get the shift to do a cleaning job so that they can put food on their table, so that they can pay their bills. So it's not that glamorous. The UK is not that glamorous as people make it to be. But if you come in legally and you're able to navigate the system, you understand the system, you will be fine. You will be fine. It gets harder for people who have not come in legally, and there are a lot of restrictions. They cannot do an awful lot of things. They cannot even work, in organizations that will pay them well. What they'll be working for, business owners who want to be shady, who want to cut on their taxes and on their expenses. So they work for those kinds of people, and then they pay them in cash. And how long are you going to continue like that? You can't really go far with that kind of lifestyle. But yeah, UK is a beautiful place. It's a land of opportunities for everyone, especially for our children. But let's not make it look as if it is rosy. It is never rosy. People have come in and they've fallen out with their friends and family, because you want to accommodate somebody, but you're not planning to accommodate that person for a very long time, and it becomes like an irritation to you if the person keeps staying months on months on months without even contributing anything. It breaks a lot of families. Family dynamics here gets changed. So you've got to understand your family dynamic. You have to be intentional as well when you come over to a country like this, so that you don't regret it. I know that families that have come in together, some of them have broken up, they are no longer together. A lot of things has happened. But if you are intentional about preserving your family, you will work towards it, like sharing childcare between the husband and the wife. Because if you're waiting for the woman to do everything, you're putting strain on that woman and putting a lot of pressure on the woman. One day she would explode. One day she will explode. It's the same manner if the man is the one doing everything, in the house, bringing in paying all the bills and everything. How much is he even earning? There will come a time when he will explode. So the two of you will work together and meet in the middle and do whatever it is that you can do. Like for us, when our children were growing up, we didn't work morning shift. My husband had to do night and I had to do the day, and when he comes back, he needs to take the kids to school and go back home and rest, and I come back from work, take them back from school, and I do my due diligence. That's how we've been able to make it work for us. So I am just here to encourage, especially families that have migrated into this country, and I know especially for young couples, because I know that majority of the people that watch my channel, they are in the range of 30 to 45, 50. So if I could make it work with my husband, I think you can also make it work. Just be patient and understand where you are, and understand that there is going to be your coming here is not a mistake. If you're intentional about your stay in this land, forget the luxurious life you were living back home, and try as much as you can to humble yourself, because the Bible says that anyone who humbles himself, God will exalt that person. So don't get carried away by what people show you on social media. If you have to go to charity shops, thrift stores to buy clothes for yourself, for your children, please do. If you have to go there to get furniture, I know that we got a furniture, a chair, sofa or couch from a thrift store when we came in, and we used it for years on years on years. And we got our fridge. Was from a thrift store, fairly used fridge. I still have that fridge till today. It's in my garage. I still have it. It was fairly used, second hand. I still have it. So, and of course, I'm not forgetting the fact that my elder sister was already here before we came, so she helped us out with a lot of things, like our washing machine, toaster, microwave, and all of those things. Very first set, she got all those for us and sent it across to us, which made life a little bit comfortable for us. Well, I know my story is different from a lot of you guys out there, but just one thing I want to encourage every one of you out there is, if you are humble, if you are patient, you will get back to where you were before you came into this country, and you will even exceed that level that you were before you came into this country. Just be patient and keep focused, and don't let anyone derail you. I always advise, especially people who come to the church newly, the first thing I say to them is, please don't get carried away by what you see. Don't get carried away by the clothes people wear. Don't get carried away by the cars you see them driving. They've been here longer than you. They've paid their dues. You are also going to pay your own dues, and one day you will be smiling. One day you will have all of this. So don't get distracted. Don't lose focus. And that's just the truth. I just wanted to put this out there. Don't believe everything you see on social media, and let God guide you. And let God guide you. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope I've been able to inspire you, and I hope I'll see you in my next video.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like